Hi, everybody. Nancy Atkins here at Atkins Family Law. Listen, I'm following the Kevin Costner divorce a lot like most of you are, right? I'm sure. And so I just want to bring up this point that's been raised. We've already talked about the child support. So if you're curious about the child support piece, I've got another video on that. So check that out for sure. And then I just want to address the alimony component to this because, we initially talked about Mr. Costner and he has a prenuptial agreement. This is his second go round on a marriage. So he's pretty smart about not smart, but just he's got some realistic expectations about how things are going to go, right? With the second marriage, second divorce, you start getting more familiar with the things that are going on as you move through these relationships, right? So the alimony piece of this for Kevin Costner, and because he's got a prenuptial agreement, those are the two things that I want to tie into under this video. And then there's also been some commentary. And I really was trying to stay away from it, but I think it's worth at least talking about it because I'm trying to keep these videos classy, right? So there's some rumors going around that Kevin Costner was having an affair on the set of his, oh my gosh, I just forgot the name of the series. Anyway, so this series that he's doing, right? And that he might have had an affair. So when it comes to the alimony, and this is true under Florida law, if your guy or your gal is having an affair during the divorce, then it does bring up the alimony component and that you may be eligible to overcome this presumption of no alimony or not being able to get it. Under Florida law, if you're under 10 years, it's a no-fault state, right? That's the jumping off point in Florida. It's a no-fault state, no alimony. You're not going to, worry about it that much, right? Under 10 years. And then there's some gray area from 10 to 20, and then upwards there's a presumption of alimony, right? But that would be durational. Anyway, getting back to Kevin Costner and his alimony issue, and that is, if he has engaged in some sort of an extramarital affair, then it may I'm sure it would under Florida law, it would take him out of that protection that he's got in the premarital agreement, because usually in a premarital agreement, a spouses waive the alimony component and they might provide for them specifically, hey, if we end up in a divorce, I'll give you X number of dollars per month for X number of years. So you kind of predetermine what the support will be in the event that you have a divorce. So there may be a provision in that, and I'm not privy to Kevin Costner's prenup. Let's not even go there. But let me at least talk about if he had the affair, or if she's requesting temporary alimony, then she would have a pretty good argument, at least if we were in a Florida court. So I'm hoping that he didn't have the affair. I really am. But like I said, it's difficult to say, and I'm not going to go there. Let's keep this classy. I just want you guys to know that during this Kevin Costner divorce, the component of the alimony, it's got me curious, right? I'm following it. So because I think if I was representing the wife in that issue, then I think she'd have a pretty solid argument for at least getting some temporary alimony, if not permanent alimony, right? That's the difference. The prenup is only going to protect him for permanent alimony. It's not going to protect him for temporary alimony. I remember that this is all under Florida law. So I hope he didn't have the affair. And if he did have the affair, they can't prove it, right? It's that sort of thing. Like, I'm rooting for you, Kevin, right? But at the end of the day, if that's the case, then it's going to end up costing him some money. And we know Kevin Costner can make money. So let's see how that's said. Stay tuned. We'll all be posted on Kevin Costner and hoping that everything works out well for both of them, right? At the end of the day, I want everybody to be in a great relationship. So if you're not in a great relationship, get out, figure out your property, figure out your alimony, take care of those kiddos, and move on to a better relationship, right? Okay, stay tuned, guys. I'll talk to you soon.